Fears of war in the Middle East grow as Israel considers its response to Iran's retaliatory drone attack on the territory.
Massive pro-Palestinian rallies took place across European capitals on Saturday. Ukrainian soldiers have been resting and recovering in the Kyiv region.
It was the first ever direct attack by Iran on Israeli territory, and the Israeli military is claiming victory for its response. IDF spokesman Daniel Hagari says almost every drone and missile that entered Israeli airspace was shot down. The attack was in response to the bombing of the Iranian consulate in Syria, which Tehran blames on Israel. Several ballistic missiles did reach Israeli territory, causing minor damage to an airbase. Tehran's military is also claiming victory, saying the now completed operation was more successful than expected. The government says it warned neighbouring countries of its plans 72 hours in advance. The unprecedented attack has sent shockwaves around the world and drawn condemnation from the UN and Western governments. There are fears the conflict will escalate if Israel launches a counter-offensive. Iran's military has warned both Israel and the US there'll be a severe response if that happens.
Massive pro-Palestinian rallies took place across European capitals on Saturday, with demands of an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza. In London, tens of thousands of people joined, according to organisers, and marched to Parliament Square. In Rome, members of a Palestinian community demanded a long-stand political solution for Palestine.
Fuoco immediato e permanente, ma affinché venga questa volta risolta la questione alla radice e quindi venga posta fine all'occupazione, perché non è detto che se adesso finiscono i bombardamenti su Gaza significa che è risolta la questione palestinese.
In Germany, protesters demonstrated against the dissolution of the Palestine Congress, which was supposed to start in Berlin on Friday but was shut down by police. The reason given by the authorities was a video broadcast of a speech by a man who is banned from political activity in Germany. Ukrainian soldiers in the Kyiv region have been enjoying some time away from the front line as battalions rotate. Soldiers had returned after 4 months' rotation in the Bakhmut region. At night, they lit a bonfire in the memory of those who had died on the rotation.
Багато хто відхрещується там від мобілізації, не хоче йти. Більшість тих, хто вже на фронті, вони вже другий рік. Тобто вже добровольців немає. І ці люди, які не вмотивовані їх забирати як мобілізацію, я не думаю, що вони вплинуть якось на це. Людей потрібно мотивувати. Саме головне в людях – це мотивація.
Meanwhile in Bucha, street artists from the US create murals commemorating Russian atrocities committed on the streets of the Kyiv suburb. Families of Ukrainians who were killed came to watch the artists paint.
Russia's defense ministry released this video said to show a jet aircraft launching missiles at Ukrainian positions in Ukraine's eastern Avdiivka region. Kiev says Russian attacks on the eastern front have intensified since the re-election of Russian President Vladimir Putin last month. Ukraine says Russian troops targeted 9 regions in 24 hours. In the Russian-occupied town of Tokmak, local officials are blaming Ukrainian forces for shelling that struck apartment buildings on Friday. Emergency workers were still searching for survivors on Saturday. At least 10 people were killed. Meanwhile, Germany is bolstering Ukraine's drone-reliant defences with an anti-aircraft missile system. On Friday, Russian officials told the UN Security Council Western arms shipments are turning Ukraine into a terrorist state.